Alright guys, today we're making Cajun Cubans. Started out a little bit rough, but I promise I got it figured out. The sandwiches came out great, so let's check it out. Alright guys, it is Saturday evening. Sun is getting ready to go down in about 2 hours. I'm gonna get the old Bluey lit up again today. As I said yesterday on my short video, we're gonna make some Cubans today, so I'm gonna work on getting old Bluey set up here. I got Crosby hanging out with me. Alright, let's get it going. Alright, this was a bit of a mess. This was a little sloppy. I shouldn't be doing this with my hand, but I was in a rush. The sun was going down on me soon, so I just needed to get my fire lit so I can get these sandwiches smoked and grilled and off the pit before the dark ensued my backyard. Also, fun fact, 2 seconds after I took the sandwiches off and went inside, it literally poured. So this was perfect timing, and maybe that sloppy charcoal handling helped me out. But it is what it is. Alright, we're going to let the coals get finished lighting on by themselves for about another 20 minutes. And then we'll get out here, spread everything out, create our hot and cool zones. And then we'll get our sandwiches on shortly after. Dinner's going to be so good. Alright guys, while that's working, we're going to go ahead and get inside and start making our prep. We got to make a nice spicy Cajun mustard, and then got to get all my cheese and stuff laid out, ham, and I'm using a pulled pork that I made a couple months ago when I smoked a pork butt, so it should be pretty delicious. Let's get inside. All right guys, so I got the pit working on getting hot out there so we can grill our sandwiches, our Cajun Cubans. I'm gonna get started on my spicy mustard here. I'm gonna put a little Cajun flair on it here. I'm gonna start with a couple of things local to Louisiana. First of all, some hot sauce, good old Tabascos. I'm gonna put in about 6 dashes. Some nice flavor there. Keep everything out of the way as we use it. I'm gonna go in with some good Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Definitely a favorite of mine. And I'm gonna go, if I had to guess, about a tablespoon. No more. Oh. About a tablespoon there. I've got some local honey, Bernard's Pure Natural Acadian honey. I've got about that much left. It's all gonna go in. It looks about a tablespoon. Definitely gonna have to get some more of this soon. It's gonna add a little bit of sweetness. We want the mustard tanginess, but we also wouldn't mind a little sweetness, especially with all the pork that's gonna be going in on this sandwich. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of ketchup, just regular ketchup. Also gonna add a little sweetness, not much. Probably, we'll say that's a teaspoon, roughly a teaspoon. I like Worcestershire. I find it helps Bring a little complexity to the party. So we're gonna add about 3 dashes. Not very much. We don't want it overpowering what we have here. I'm gonna add a little smoked paprika. I don't know why I'm showing you the price tag there, but you can pick this up at a grocery store. I think I got this at TJ Maxx. One of those kitchen aisles with all the extra seasoning that the fancy stores couldn't sell. And I've gone with about a teaspoon. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. This is our Chosen Foods 100% avocado oil. Also going in with about a teaspoon. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of this apple cider vinegar just to add a little tanginess there, as if the mustard doesn't have enough tanginess of its own. So about a teaspoon. Not very much, just enough to give us a kick. That I'm hoping the smokiness, the Creole seasoning, and the hot sauce gets us right where we need it to be. Definitely tasted very good last time I made this. Nice, beautiful yellow color is definitely is holding on there, which is what we want for our sandwiches. Nice and mixed up. This is looking great. Look at that color. We definitely darkened up. It's what we want. And again, we want the mustard. We want the mustard taste. We want the mustard. Excuse me. We want the mustard taste that is known to be part of the Cuban sandwich. I'm just spicing it up here, Cajun style. So, got a little spoon. Definitely great. Got that sweetness coming through. Definitely got a little bit of that apple cider vinegar, the honey. I think we're ready to go. That's going to be great with our pork, our cheese, and our pickles on that delicious bread that I've got here. So let's get the bread. We'll start getting the sandwiches prepped, and we can get everything out on the grill soon. So, all right, guys, I've got my black gloves on here. It's going to get a little dirty making these sandwiches, so I want to be as clean as possible. I've got everything lined up here. It's a pretty good little production station I've created. I've got my Cajun Creole spicy mustard that I've created, my own concoction. I've got some delicious pickles over here that are going to go on the sandwich. I've got my sliced ham, my sliced cheeses. I'm using Swiss cheese and provolone cheese here. I've got my pork shoulder that I've smoked. That's pulled pork left from a couple months ago. And I've got some room temperature butter, all right, before we throw it on the grill. So let's get going. We're going to build our sandwiches on a beautiful French baguette here. Beautiful sandwich bread for a Cajun Cuban. So we're going to start lathering our bread. Get that mustard on there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I put it on both sides here. I'm going to start with 2 pieces of provolone. Then I'm going to go in with my ham. I'm going to go with 4 pieces across. Because remember, we're going on with also pulled pork. I got my pickles here, and these are big enough for this that they're going to go all the way across. I think 1 is fine. And then we're going to go on with our pork. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to hold off on the pork. We're going to go in with our Swiss cheese. So I'm going to keep our cheeses a little separate there so they don't mix. We want you to have a little bit of flavor from both. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of pork. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And I'm going to get a little bit of lather on here. Alright, so I'm just going to lather some butter on the sandwich here. Beautiful. I'm gonna put it right where it's going. Perfect. What a beautiful mess. Kind of got to hurry with this. We're going to flip this over where it needs to go. All right, perfect. So I've got a couple sandwiches ready. We're going to get those onto the grill, and we'll do a taste test once we get them off. We'll see you outside. All right, as I always say, this is a learning process. The butter on these sandwiches was obviously making it a little bit slippery there, and you'll see I dropped the sandwich on the grill, but that's okay. Like I said, it's a learning experience. It helped me figure out how to handle the rest of the sandwiches that you'll see me grilling here. But we got it back together, no harm, no foul, and I've got my weight there wrapped in some tin foil there. Which is going to help me smush those sandwiches down and get everything grilled nice and even, and hopefully get some smoke added in there, because I'm grilling with charcoal and white oak today. I find that white oak really gives a good smoky flavor that's not too overbearing, so I like it a lot. With grilling these sandwiches, it's going to be pretty, risky. We risk burning the sandwiches, burning the bread, wasting the ingredients and the time doing this, but I think it's worth the risk. I think we're going to get some beautiful grill marks. We're going to get some delicious smoke from that white oak that I've got sitting there on top the coals, and I think it's going to come out great. It looks good, for sure. Yeah, the good thing here is I've got my cool zone set up to the left there and then to the front, so I can move the sandwiches in and out of the heat as I need and not risk burning everything. So we're going to let these grill for a little bit longer. We'll get the rest of them grilled up, and then we'll get inside for a taste test. Shouldn't take very long. All right, everything's looking great. I managed not to burn anything too bad, so we're gonna get inside and get a handle on how these sandwiches turned out. We'll do a quick taste test. All right, everybody, our Cajun Cubans are off of the grill. They're looking incredible with that char. Definitely got some smoke in there as I was cooking with charcoal and again white oak. I'm going to continue to use that until I run out of it or find something else. So it gives a delicious flavor. I love it. So let's go ahead and we'll give this a try. Again, a little close up. Nice little Cuban sandwich, party style, party size. So let me give it a little chop there. Again, what makes this more of a Cajun style Cuban, I went ahead and made a Cajun Creole spicy mustard using local ham. I smoked the pork myself, pork shoulder, to put in there with the ham that was made into the sandwich. So let's give that a try. Again, a little close up, a little delicious. That is wonderful. That spicy mustard definitely putting a little kick in that sandwich. Can't argue with that. might be my favorite sandwich I've ever had. Wow. Well guys, I think this wouldn't technically be a Cajun Cuban unless we had some delicious Creole chips, some Zap Craw taters to go with it. You guys are ever in Louisiana, or if you have these in your state and you see them, you definitely need to check that out. That's smoking. Tell you what, doing those Cubans on the open fire like that, open grill, definitely adds another notch on the ladder there. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing it on a grill plate or a plancha. But look at those grill marks. Look at those beautiful grill marks. Definitely adds flavor into the meat, all the fixings. Incredible. Guys, that's my Cajun Cuban. I hope you try to make it at home. It's absolutely delicious. I hope you like this video. See you later. Peace. That's smoking.